Good morning. Gonna be taking our time. Slept in a little bit. It's about 7:30. Just getting up, getting moving. We'll start the day with a good breakfast. We're taking our time because we're only doing 20 kilometers today, which will get us up towards the ferry terminal to Miyajima Island. We'll stage there for tonight so that all day tomorrow is basically a zero, but there's going to be a lot of exploring around Miyajima, so that's going to be a really cool little side trip coming up for tomorrow. So we'll take our time, get lunch on the way. Can't check into the hotel until 3, so we'll just kind of slow roll and take it easy. Checked out and on our way. That Hotel AZ is like 3 times the size of the usual ones I see. And they're also advertising more expensive. You can get a room for $5,800. Usually the other ones are rooms at $4,800. This north side of Iwakuni is just all industry. It's all industry up here. Crossing this river also is a changeover point, leaving Yamaguchi Prefecture and entering the Hiroshima Prefecture. I passed by a delicious looking ramen place, but it's still only like not even 10 a.m. yet. Still too early for lunch. But that ramen looked amazing. I may have to try to find a ramen place. I'm walking past this department store and I see a sign on there for a Mr. Donut. I haven't had that in a while. It's been a number of years. I gotta stop in here, I think. I think that's gonna be my pre-lunch coffee and a donut. I think they sell coffee. We'll get some kind of drink in here. Sounds awesome. Well, that was a great little stop just to chill and enjoy some coffee and donuts. Mr. Donut's pretty awesome. It's now, I think, a little past 11. I got a semi-full stomach, so not hungry for lunch anytime soon now. I think what I might do, looking ahead, there was a little park, and I might load up with some convenience store snacks. Just have lunch in a park coming up in about an hour and a half or so from here. I just stopped in and out of a 7-Eleven to pick up my lunch supplies. At the register they had a little goodies bag. If you spent more than 900 yen, which I did, you could pick like a freebie item, and it was like a battery or a lollipop or like a cigarette lighter, but I was like, yeah, I don't need anything. And they had like a bigger goodies bag if you spent more than like 1,600 yen with some other treats in it. Didn't look like anything too special though, that was in the goodies bag. We got a second with no traffic coming by. Here's all the industrial stuff we've been passing to the south. The big island of Miyajima is this one over here. We'll get to play there tomorrow. Looks like the sidewalk is disappearing on us right as we're about to go into this tunnel. A little bit of a shoulder here. I think this is a short tunnel though. I don't think it's too long. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. 7 kilometers to Miyajima. The hotel we're going to be at is right at the port to take the ferry over to the island. So we're probably 7 kilometers left till we get to the hotel then. I'm seeing a lot of fishing related industry stuff. Here we are. This is the park I was aiming for. Momiji Family Park. Little baseball field area, tennis courts or something. We'll go hang out down by the water. Views of Miyajima Island there across the way. I'll keep saying it, but Japan is just so beautiful. The perfect island country. I think I can see some of Hiroshima from here, a bunch of tall buildings off in the distance. We're not that far from it. We'll be passing through there the day after tomorrow. Had a nice little time chilling in the park here. Even had a little bit of a nap. This is my kind of through hike. Pushing yourself through the woods and everything is one thing, but this is very, very nice. I've suffered enough doing the Triple Crown and then some. This is a vacation type of through hike, which is why I'll probably never do the AT again. It's way too hard. Traffic's cutting by a little busy, but this is the first view of the red torii gate of Itsukushima Shrine. We'll get a very close personal view of it tomorrow. Okay, we made it. I'm in the Miyajima Coral Hotel right next to the ferry port, and there's 1,000 people walking around, coming and going, a lot of foreigners around. It's definitely going to be busy tomorrow, so I gotta strategically figure out optimal times and when the ferries start in the beginning of the day and all that, so I can kind of beat the crowds a little bit, because this is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the whole country, and it is Golden Week. So in the meantime, I got my little robe on. I think I'm going to do some laundry and just kind of chill for a bit, drink a beer, if I can find one from a vending machine somewhere, and I think there's a restaurant in the hotel here. This place was not too bad price-wise. I think on average it's like $150 if I remember. I've been booking a lot of hotels the last like 10 days, so I'm kind of confusing which and where prices were what. But this was a slightly more pricier one, not a business hotel. They don't have the onsen here, but so usually it was like $150 I think a night, and I think I got it for less than $100 because it was still discounted. I didn't get the breakfast pass thingy with it, so it was a little bit cheaper. Kind of no frills, just the basic amenities around here. Anyway, I'm gonna get laundry going, cleaned up, probably do the restaurant here in the hotel for dinner later, and that is just gonna be about it. We'll do the touristy stuff for tomorrow. Okay, got a lot of work done. I got laundry done. I ran across over to the ferry terminal to do some recon over there, double checking the schedules for the morning, double check tide tables, because the Itsukushima Shrine we're gonna go check out is kind of built out into a little bay area where when the tide goes out, you can kind of walk out to the main red gate, and then when the tide comes in, that's the best for kind of taking pictures out there. So timing it to go out there, but depending on the tide, is kind of optimal. So it looks like around 7 a.m. is a low tide, and there is a ferry that's heading over just after 7, so I think that's the time frame I'm going to be looking for, shooting for heading over to the island. I bought some snacks over to 7-Eleven over there, so I've got breakfast in the morning and some onigiri rice balls for just general snacks. I got tomorrow pretty much planned out in my head for what I'm going to be doing. And there's also a ramen restaurant over there, and I was craving ramen earlier for lunch. So I think I'm going to do that for dinner, and we'll do a fancier hotel dinner here maybe for tomorrow. So I think we'll run back there, we'll get the ramen, a dinner, and then I think that's going to be it, and then I'm all set for tomorrow's festivities. So, okay, let's go get some food. Gotta try Hiroshima-style ramen while I'm here. Okay, I think that's going to be it for today. I feel accomplished. We got a lot of the extra work done, like laundry and whatnot. Tomorrow, we just get to play tourist and run around in Miyajima. So tomorrow's going to be really cool. So thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. It rained all last night, and it's still kind of drizzling a little bit this morning. It should be stopping though, like in the next half an hour, and in the meantime I'm having my breakfast. Got some apple pastry things. We'll finish that. Plan on catching a ferry a little after 7 to the other side of the island so we can get there nice and early, hopefully beat all the tourists, and do a lot of exploring over in Miyajima. Really cool shrine complex over there, built out over the bay. Get to see it some in high tide and low tide. There's friendly deer over there. It's going to be an awesome little day trip to the island. So I'll catch back up once we're ready to catch the ferry. Starting out as a gloomy morning. The rain is just stopping, and it's going to be clearing up quick. Should be a beautiful sunny day all day. Made it to Miyajima. A little early for the shops to be open, I guess. The shrine itself should be open, so that'll be cool. Definitely going to stop and see that first. And this island is known for tons of friendly deer everywhere. There's a list of the 3 best views in Japan, and this is one of them. The Itsukushima Shrine, looking out at the red floating torii gate. I definitely beat the crowds. There's almost no one here. There'll be 10,000 people here by noon. All around up here it looks like lists of private donors, companies I think, who've donated to this complex. And there's one written in English here. San Francisco Bay Area Friendship Force. I wonder what that is exactly. A lot of people feed the deer so they think you have food. So they're all really docile and friendly. The tide's already creeping up. By noon this will be a meter deeper. Gives it a whole different feel when this is all filled in. I think that's going to be it for checking out Itsukushima Shrine this morning. The next activity is going to be the climb up Mount Misen back here. It's weird seeing all the streets empty. This place is going to be a madhouse in a few hours. On the map, so this will better explain what we're doing. Started out down here at the ferry terminal, explored the shrine, and now we're up in Momiji-dani Park. We're going to take the Misen climbing course, Momiji-dani course, and up to the top, up to the observatory at the top of Mount Misen. There's a ropeway that goes up and down, but the ropeway is not open yet, so the only people who are going to be up here is those who are willing to take the climb, so probably not many. To the top of Mount Misen, 2.5 kilometers, no problem. This is actually my third time to Miyajima, seeing the shrine and climbing to the top of the mountain. It's a fun little climb. I'm liking it. At the junction for where they get to the ropeway, where people get dropped off. I think the ropeway is just about to open, so the first wave of people may start coming up. But we just got a little bit further to the top. A little bit right at the top of the clouds. Should be burning off real quick though. Should have some views hopefully from the top here in a little bit. This is inside the Hall of the Eternal Flame. It was lit in the year 806 and has continued to burn ever since. It's weird in here. There's just black soot everywhere. There's the top. Might not be anyone else up here right now at the moment. Still hoping the clouds kind of clear out. It's definitely the sun's coming through. Shouldn't take too much longer. Top of Mount Misen from the observation deck. Yeah, nobody else is up here. There's little breaks in the clouds. I'm gonna sit up here and enjoy a snack, and maybe in 20 minutes, I don't know, we'll have an awesome view. I got a little bit of a view, but the cloudy weather forecast keeps extending, so I think I'm just gonna start heading on down. I think I'm gonna take the ropeway down to the bottom and jump on another hiking trail to get to another part of the island I haven't been to before. There's a little park across the way, so we'll jump on there next. Made it back to the ropeway area, looking back up to the top of Mount Misen. Last time I was here, there was monkeys all over the place. I don't think I've seen any yet, though. down off the ropeway, and this is going to be the next path. Satsumi Gaura Natural Road. We'll cross over to the other side of the island. There's a little beach and a park down here. So we're at the bottom of the ropeway. We're going to take this little zigzaggy path and get down over here. Probably going to be some ups and downs on this path, but nowhere near as steep as climbing Mount Misen. I can see my destination, this little park down there. I wouldn't be surprised if there's nobody out there. There's nobody on this trail. Everybody goes to the other popular touristy places. Ugh. Made it to the park. Looks like a lot of the usual amenities. Lots of space to chill, bathrooms and such. But this place is more like a late summer, fall type of area, and it's currently closed up. I think July, August, September, it's the primary open season, which is why there's probably nobody else coming down here. But I'm gonna have lunch, I guess. It's a little after 11. I've got a couple of rice balls on me, so I'll have that. Chill here for a bit, hang out by the beach, and then we'll head on back. I think I found all the deer. They're hanging out over here. I've got the whole place to myself. It's just me and 100 deer. I can see Hiroshima just off in the distance that way on the horizon. This is all cabins you can rent. I wonder why it's all closed in the spring and summer. It's only open in the fall. But I'm all done with my snack lunch. It was kind of light. And then we're making our way across the mountains, back into town. Looking for some more to eat when we get there, I think. It's nice that the clouds are all clearing out finally. Only about 3 hours behind schedule. Oh, that's all right though. Okay, we're done with that little side trip adventure trail. Coming back into the town here shortly. We'll do some perusing. I don't think I'll buy anything just because I can't carry it all the rest of the way across country. Maybe a snack or two. And we'll see how many people have filled into the town. There was maybe 50 total tourists when I was starting this morning. Oh, this place is popular. Long line. There's the main gate right at high tide. I've been wandering around the town looking for a little traditional snack food for the island. Momiji manju, but I couldn't find it, and I'm getting kind of overwhelmed with the crowds of people here. So I think I may just make my way back to the mainland, look for some snacks and some lunch over there. Oh, that was fun. I think I was basically having a mini panic attack at the end. I think it was just the shock of being completely alone, had the whole place to myself. There was almost nobody around the whole first half of the day, and then I knew it was going to be crowded. You come into that town and it was just like, there was so many people. It was just too overwhelming all at once. I already don't like crowds. And then the closer I got to the dock and everything, it was just more and more and more, just thousands and tens of thousands of people. It was just too much. It's like, I just gotta get out of here. So jumped back on the ferry, back in the hotel. I was gonna chill here for a bit, de-stress, just relax, and then we'll find something for dinner in a couple hours. Well, I think it's dinner time. It's almost 7. I've been busying myself with logistics and planning, figuring out where I'm going here and there. It's not hard, but it's a lot of work. Finding campsites, the distances I want to do, figuring out which ones are free, which ones you have to register for, which ones you have to pay for, how much is it going to cost, where can I find hotels, how to book the hotels using Japanese websites, and like before you know it, hours have passed. Anyway, let's go find something for dinner. Well, that was a tasty meal. The oysters seem to be the regional specialty, so that's what I went with. Different flavors, some garlic, some other stuff I can't remember, some deep fried, and I got a little side of fried chicken as well. So that all went down amazing, really good. I think that was my most expensive dinner, but only equivalent to about $25, so not too bad. But we're hiking out tomorrow, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.